Was it 4:30? Yes.
Oh, we're back for week 2, or I guess our second week back now. 2-night deal. We're here on a Friday, which is a very, very rare thing to happen at the Springs. Hasn't happened for many years now. They tried to do that for the New Zealand title in 2019, I think it was, or 2021. And halfway through the night we found out COVID was a thing, and we went into lockdown for the following day, so it cancelled that 2-night championship, which was a if you had that on your bingo card, man, you're on a winner. So never thought we'd have a second night COVIDed off Speedway track for a national title. But anyway, back here for night 2. Obviously it's a bit weak on getting vlog stuff out, or vlog content out for the last video. It's a bit of a shame that just had a bit of a rough night, fault finding on the car. In the end we found that it had failed a set of spark plugs, and as we were changing ignition parts and then getting fire-ups to try to rectify the issue or make sure we'd sorted it would then fire up all good. And unfortunately, because we weren't getting the car back on the heater, we were then fouling the new plugs we were putting in. So I guess the whole story of it was we had a set of plugs go off, and then we fouled the ones from then on as we were fucking around with it. So but unfortunate, it's kind of one of those stress situations that you're chasing your tail and you lose, I guess, a bit of clairvoyance on just what's going on. So bit of a shame, but got it figured out. Kind of ran okay in the feature in the end. So funny enough, the car kind of ran a little bit rough the first 2 or 3 laps, and then from there it tidied up. So that was a bit of a telltale sign now that we kind of sat through the week and thought about it a bit, that once the motor got heated, it cleaned up and ran fine. So time to get after it this week. Hopefully we can start and finish a heat race, and we'll be doing better than last week. So looking forward to it, and track's looking awesome. They've obviously got the top turned over pretty heavy and a lot of moisture in it, and looks like they packed in the bottom pretty heavy too. So looking forward to hopefully they can keep the pole line just a little bit more smoother than it was last week, and get the top rolled in pretty good. So it's a New Zealand Sprintcar title night, which I think I mentioned before, but so we're kind of second fiddle. So unfortunately we may get our feature shortened or something if there's a bit of a slow night happening, but like I say, fingers crossed everything rolls out smooth and we get everything in, and happy days. So we'll sign off here and catch everyone up maybe after heat 1 this time, hopefully. so that was a bit of a tough one. Car ran pretty good for 3 or 4 laps. Sorry, this is going to be completely out of focus and out of frame. And then I kind of slid myself to the top to try and get there. It seemed like the lane was coming in. Then when the motor got loaded up, it just fueled itself and then just wouldn't clear, and I'd say it's failed to plug again. So a bit disappointed in what's causing that issue, and it's a bit of a mystery on how we can overcome that. You know, we've done a bunch of changes to try sort it, but it seems like we've obviously solved the issue, but not fixed it. So still went forward, so deal with that, and yeah, get working on this.
Heat 2, obviously ran a lot better than that one. Threw 3 things at it, another set of plugs, set of leads, and actually topped a bit more fuel into it. So I'm almost starting to wonder whether we're getting like fuel pump cavitation or something silly like that. So we ran like another, I think it was 20 litres than we had in the first heat. So I'm getting absconded here. Oh, sorry, there we go, we're rich. Obviously got that unofficial heat win money, being that we're part of the
the drivers club here, and unfortunately Thomas isn't, being that he's only here for a couple of weeks. So yeah, back to where we were. Added more fuel. Think I got a fuel pump maybe cavitating. So obviously we won't run that amount again in the feature, you know, to finish where we finished in that heat race. So hopefully that sees us right now. It's a matter of throwing a bunch of tyres at it. So I think that's going to be the story of the night. Maybe get the groover out and some tricky tools and get some stuff happening. So kind of happy with how the car ran too. Like, we were pretty locked down on the bottom. Gave the top a good blast, and they just like last lap just to kind of get an idea of what I was dealing with, seeing if I was actually going to be too tight if I got up there. I still felt like I was pretty good. So yeah, just made some more chassis changes now, and obviously throw some fresh bands at it, and then time to get after it now.
controlled race from number 9, Peter Honeybell.
I know, I'm like,
Peter Honeybell. You've got that look on your face and go, oh, I wish I'd have gone. That was a nicely controlled race. There was a lot of stuff happening out there, and the track was changing right at the last minute. You held it together.
Yeah, it was a tough race, kind of locked on the bottom early, and you know, kind of just played that long game of being locked in on the bottom and kind of just dealt with it. And then we managed to get 2 or 3 cars here and there to manage to get us out on the podium and get through that traffic clean too.
Mate, well done. Congratulations. 3rd place, bringing it home for the All-Stars. The Midgets Midget All-Stars. Let them have it, Dad. Tell them how much you appreciate it.
Okay, rounding out the night, ended up coming home 3rd in a bit of a lockdown race around the bottom, so felt like I recognised rubber pretty early, so just got locked in and did what we could, and yeah, kind of just snaked our way forward. So all in all, good car. Kind of seems like we've resolved our issues, so just a little bit puzzled with what actually of the 3 things that we threw at it in the end has actually solved the issue. So fingers crossed when we come back tomorrow, the issue is solved. So I know I said that yesterday, but we'll try it again. Yeah, did our podium, whatever, sprayed some champagne, so it's always a good night to finish it off, spraying some cheap champagne and ending up with some sticky hair in it. So we'll sign it off here and roll on tomorrow.